Hello and welcome to Math Master. In this video, we are going to solve all the questions in exercise 2.1 based on Cartesian products that we have discussed in the previous video. Okay, we will solve here all the questions with detailed explanations. So let's start today's video. In the first question, it is given that there are two ordered pairs. Okay, in the first case, the elements are x divided by 3 plus 1 and the second one is y minus 2 divided by 3 and the second ordered pair is having elements 5 by 3 and 1 by 3. What we need to do is we have to find out the value of x and y where these two ordered pairs are given as equal. Okay. So we have studied that if in two ordered pairs the corresponding elements are equal, then only the two ordered pairs are equal. So the corresponding elements, that means the first element of this pair and the first element of this pair are same, and similarly the second elements are same in these two ordered pairs. So we will equate the corresponding elements and find out the value of x and y. Here this will be equal to x plus 3 divided by 3 equal to 5 by 3. This will imply x plus 3 equal to 5. This will be x equal to 2. Okay. Similarly, in this case, y will be equal to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. This will go this side and this 2 will be added. Okay. This will be y equal to 3 by 3, that is 1. So the answer is x equal to 2 and y equal to 1. Okay. This is solved. Next question. Here we are given with a set A that is having 3 elements. Okay. A has 3 elements and the set B has also 3 elements, 3, 4 and 5. That means 3 elements. Okay, we need to find out the number of elements in A cross B. Okay, we know that number of elements in A cross B is equal to number of elements in A into number of elements in B. Okay, so I can say that n of A cross B equal to, here n of A is 3, it is already given. So 3 and also B has 3 elements. So 3 into 3, this will be 9. So this is my answer. Okay. N of A cross B will be 9. Next. Here G is a set where the elements are 7 and 8 and H is a set where the elements are 5, 4 and 2. I have to find out G cross H and H cross G. So G cross H will be, you pick elements of G first and then pair it with the elements of H. Okay, like this. So this will be G cross H and H cross G will be in the ordered pair. If you interchange the position of the elements, then you can find H cross G, or in other way you can say that it is the set where the elements are the ordered pairs where the first element is from set H and the second element is from G. So in this way you can find out G cross H and H cross G. What you have to do is that in G cross H the first element is from G and the second from H, and in H cross G the first element is from H and the second element from G. Okay. So now next question. Here state whether each of the following statements are true or false. If it is false, then rewrite the statement correctly. Okay. So let us analyze the statements one by one. In first case, it is given that P is a set where the elements are n, n. Okay. And Q is a set where the elements are n comma n. N comma n. So what will be P cross Q? P cross Q will be the set of these ordered pairs. So this will be P cross Q, but here it is given that P cross Q is equal to the set where the ordered pairs are n comma n and n comma m. But here these two ordered pairs are excluded. So this one is false. This one is false. And the correct statement is this one. This is the correct statement. Okay. Now second case, here it is given that A and B are non-empty sets. Okay, and A cross B is a non-empty set of ordered pair x comma y such that x belongs to A and y belongs to B. This is the definition of Cartesian product. So this one is true. Okay, this is the direct statement from the definition of Cartesian product. Hence, this one is true. Okay. Next, we will analyze the third statement. Here you can see A is the set where the elements are 1 and 2 and B is the set where the elements are 3 and 4. We have to verify whether A cross B intersection phi is phi or not. We have learned in the previous video that the intersection of any set with phi or empty set is always phi. So I can write B intersection phi is phi. Okay. So we have also learned the Cartesian product of two sets where first set is finite and the second set is phi, then it will be also phi. So I can write A cross B intersection phi will be phi. Hence, this statement is true. So my answer is the first one is false, second one is true, and the third one is also true. In the fifth question, I am given with A where the elements are -1 and 1, and I need to find A cross A cross A. Okay. Now, let me write the set A 3 times. Now, how can I pair these 3 sets, the element of these 3 sets? I will pick this element and pair it with like this. Then, okay. So in this manner, I can pair A cross A cross A. So I can write A cross A cross A as so this is the answer, A cross A cross A. In this way, you can pair the set A 3 times, A cross A cross A. You just note down the pattern I have followed here to find the A cross A cross A. Okay, so this will be the answer. Now, in this question, I am given with A cross B, which is the set of all elements A comma X, A comma Y, B comma X and B comma Y. Okay, we have known that A cross B is any set. This is the Cartesian product where the ordered pairs are taken as the first element of the ordered pair will be from set A and the second element from the ordered pair will be from set B. Okay, so I can say that set A is having the elements A, comma B. Okay, and set B is the set where the elements are x comma y, because you can see here the second elements are x and y only. So this is my set B, and similarly set A is the set of all the first elements, that is A and B. Okay, so this is the answer. We are given with 4 sets, set A, B, C and D. Okay, and we have to perform these operations and verify whether these two statements are true or false. Okay, so first of all, in case of first statement, let us find out B intersection C. You can see that there are no common elements between B and C, so this is a empty set. Okay, so any set, so cross product of any set with empty set will be phi. So this will be A cross B intersection C will be phi. Now we have to find out A cross B. You can see here A cross B will be this set and A cross C will be this set. Here you see that there are no common elements between set A cross B and A cross C. Okay, there are no common elements. So I can say that A cross B intersection A cross C will be phi, and we have also got the first set as phi and the second set is also phi. So this statement is true and both the set are phi and hence both are equal. Now we need to verify whether A cross C is a subset of B cross D or not. Okay, first of all we have to find out B cross D. So this will be B cross D. You just have to pair the elements of B with the elements of D, where the first element is from set B and the second element is from set D. Now let us find out the set A cross C. So if A cross C is a subset of B cross D, then any element you pick from A cross C must be an element of B cross D. Then only we can say that this set is a subset of B cross D. So now let us verify each elements of A cross C whether they are present in B cross D or not. Here you see 1, 5. It is here. So this element is in B cross D. Then next 1, 6 is also in B cross D. 2, 5 is also in B cross D. 2, 6 is also in B cross D. So I can say that any element A, B that is belongs to A cross C will imply A, C is also in B cross D, or we can say that any element you pick from A cross C is also an element in B cross D, and hence this is true that A cross C is a subset of B cross D. Okay, so both the statements are true. Next, in this question, A is a set where the elements are 1 and 2, B is the set where elements are 3, 4. We have to write A cross B and we have to find out how many subsets are there in A cross B. Okay, so here A cross B will be, we have to pair every elements of A and B, where first element must be from A and the second element must be from set B. Okay, this will be my A cross B. and you can see here there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 number of elements in A cross C. Also, the element in the Cartesian product of two sets is the product of the elements in set A and set B. So, and also we have known that if any set X is having n number of elements, then the number of subsets in set X, so the number of subsets of set X is given as 2 to the power n. So in this case, as this set is having 4 elements, so number of subsets of A cross B will be 2 to the power 4, and this will be 16. So my answer is 16. Then next, let A and B be two sets such that n of A is 3, n of B is 2. Okay. And x, 1, y, 2 and z, 1 are in A cross B. Okay, we need to find out A and B, the set A and B, where x, y and z are distinct elements. Okay, here it is already given that set A has 3 elements and set B has 2 elements. So, and here in these elements you see x, y and z are the first elements. So these 3 elements must be the elements of set A, because it is the elements of A cross B. Okay, so I can say that A is a set where the elements are x, y and z, and as A has 3 elements, so these 3 are the only elements of set A. Now similarly set B will be 1, 2, because these will be the second elements in the ordered pairs in A cross B, and as B is having 2 elements, so this is the set. Okay, so this is the answer. Now the 10th question, the last question. Here the Cartesian product A cross A has 9 elements. It is given that A cross A has 9 elements, okay, among which -1, 0 and 0, 1 are the element of A cross A. Okay, we need to find out A cross A. Okay, here you see that there are 3 distinct numbers, -1, 0 and 1. As we are going to find out A cross A, so these 3 elements, A must be having -1, 0 as well as 1. So A cross A will be, I have to pair the elements of A with the elements of A itself. So it will be -1, 0, -1, 1, -1, -1, then 0, 0, 0, -1, 0, 1. Okay, and 1, 1, 1, -1 and 1, 0. So this will be my A cross A, and you can count here there are 9 elements. Okay, so this is the answer.